Off the hip, I lead a scene looking like I'm dancing. Ain't one Westworld, best believe we not gonna stamp it. Titties on the drum, the stick figure looking outstanding. Rip his top with the hands of the Lord, call that God tears. Send a spear right to the sky and watch his front tear. I'm that nigga cause I run with them niggas, so let's get that clear. Don't question who say I'm the GOAT. I tell them God did. In order to be the best, you gotta beat the best. To me, that's suicide. Of course, I sound cocky to a glizzy eater. Fuck your pride. Don't need a horoscope to see I'm a star, so fuck your sign. You can believe in anything you want, but as for me and mine, God mode. I am what I am, so let's just keep in mind. I wanna be like yeah, Kyrie, they wanna be like God. She said she lost until she found me, and then she found the tribe, and then I make a bout face until she called me out of wine. The weapons of our warfare is not carnal. I was born in it. You converted. This is not for you. Leave an imprint of my legacy with a spot for you. No way you can endure to the end if you're not loyal. Weapons of our warfare is not carnal. I was born in it. You converted. This is not for you. Leave an imprint of my legacy with a spot for you. No way you can endure to the end if you're not loyal. All time, no questions asked. We come and find you. His problems, my problems, and I'm standing behind you. Stepping with style, I'm standing on shit in my product. I take on the crowd, tell them all, throw in the tile. Half moon with a silencer, make it sound like a howl. We the shit, we a bow, movements with a growl. Heavy is the head with the crown. When I take it, I'm proud. I get the order, bring my sword back wet with a smile, nigga. I'm an Israelite rapper, nigga. Would never hit his wife, but I'll go at you. I make commitments to a gun if I'm talking about a tantrums. Nigga said he a stand-up dude, that mean we laughing, nigga. Jumped on the beat, start snapping, you leaving fractures. Red and green bean, I'm Gucci, you thinking fashion. Dad go shoot for the green, and I ain't talking St. Patrick. You screaming all lives, I'm screaming all guns matter. Keep it biblical, talking in parables, cause it matter. If I say bring Jake up, I'm talking about a ladder. He was the wave till I came with the fire, no John the Baptist. Who cared you did it first? You should be worried about who after. I'm connected in any habitat, shit I adapted. Nose job on a brand new snub is all plastic. Why I show up the court with jeans on, I'm never slacking. You a rapper turned Israelite, I'm an Israelite rapping. Weapons of our warfare is not carnal. I was born in it. You converted. This is not for you. Leave an imprint of my legacy with a spot for it. No way you can endure to the end if you not loyal. Weapons of our warfare is not carnal. I was born in it. You converted. This is not for you. Leave an imprint of my legacy with a spot for it. No way you can endure to the end if you not loyal. All time. No questions asked. We come and find you. His problems, my problem. Stepping with style, I'm standing on shit in my product. I take my pride, tell them all, throw in the tile. Throw in the tile. Heavy is the head with the crown. When I take it, I'm proud. I get the order, bring my sword back, wait with a smile, nigga.
Pando, kill the beat.
I don't know who, somebody need to hear this. Y'all don't speak Hebrew, that's Yiddish. How the fuck you try to label us anti-Semitic? We the Israelites, blacks, native Hispanics. The Germans get locked up for the Holocaust. Meanwhile, black people still up in the Holocaust. 100 million of us died in the transatlantic. 6 million died, y'all want the world to never forget it. You can never be a Jew, you a Ashkenaz. This ain't a star dum-dum, a gun that would die. Yeah, Yeezy told the truth and got ostracized. Not one person in the Bible had on a yarmulke. We were slaves in America like we was in Egypt. Y'all don't even fit the curses in the Torah neither. Y'all was blind to the truth. I had to make it clear how Jerusalem, your land, your people came from Europe. That was 1947. Your menorah got 9 sticks. It's really only 7. Yeah, it's us against the world. Armageddon. This what happened when you inherit lies from your ancestors. Y'all the synagogue of Satan with them black hats. Your whole nation sitting ducks, Aflacs, bunch of thieves and culture vultures ain't nothing kosher. To tell the truth, you vagabonds don't have a culture. Macedonia, Alexander and Philip, you a convert, so tell me, how the fuck is you Israel? That don't make you the people just cause you live there. Why my people can't hate your people like y'all hate Hitler? All the prophets was black and was called nigga. Y'all don't even fit the description that's in the scriptures. Abraham, all the way down to Jacob, we the real Jews. Y'all don't study Christ, y'all follow the Talmud. Keep it real, yeah, let's keep it real. Cold hard truth, it give you chills. Say y'all Jewish cause y'all ain't really them. About to do them like Hammond, it's the Feast of Purim. You BK undefeated, this an easy win. We was born fighting, y'all the evil twin. Jacob took hold of his heel, then out came his little red bastard, and they kosher deals. It's only 12 tribes, y'all trying to make it 13. Esau despised his birthright, the Lord cursed him. He ain't the devil, who is? I'm still searching. Ask your rabbi, why he get them babies herpes? I don't know what's worse, that or you claiming that you a Maccabee. I'm about to cancel, everybody try to cancel ye. I ain't afraid to speak, that's what I do. They riding to the core, I'm just judging them by their fruit. Cause they ain't suffering curses. If I was carnal, I promise I'd punch you in person. I know that's an uncomfortable subject. They making millions off our culture and black people suffering from it. Yeah, they don't believe in Christ. They the Antichrist. Make a living off of niggas. They're a parasite. I ain't afraid to tell the truth. Niggas terrified. I'm about to go DEFCON 4. I ain't satisfied.
That is proof. That is absolute proof that they know we are the real Jews. That's absolute proof. Now you got the records. Go find me a white Jew on any archaeology in Egypt anywhere. You will never find a piece of archaeology with white people as slaves in Egypt. So don't tell me that they were slaves and it's their identity, and they know it. The Lord knows the blasphemy of you so-called white people that say you are Jews and you are not Jews. You are not the people of the law. You are not God's chosen people. God's chosen people are living in the ghettos of America. God's chosen people are in poverty and depression in the streets of America. God's chosen people are walking around in America with no identity. That's where God's chosen people are.
Yeah, those are messed up, no. Bad news is to beat your home, nigga. Yeah. Go on, get on that ass real quick one time. 144, baby. Run that shit up, Trey.
They said you get on, you gon' represent. I said, of course. Soon as they trade that beat, I ride that bitch just like a horse. She about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, me whole guard. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan. I come with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You even low on this Lord, so that bitch is either or. Yeah, I know them niggas ain't cut like that. I swear I'm too hardcore. Wait up, let me make a call right quick. I'ma start another war. I was hurting when she left, but I don't care about anymore. I need a Vaseline like my Nina Puffer boy. Took a Zach, watch the dark. Matter of fact, like a dart. Any problem, let them come. We gon' snatch they soul like Shang Tsung. Put them out of service, keep them tools like Miss Harvey Free. Try to hope it's way too late. I'm headed straight to the safe. Throw that one up like a trophy. I'm that nigga, ain't no debate. Told them boys we taking notes. Call them up like set the date. This shit a piece of cake. Yeah, my bitches came from Whole Foods. Told them put on that top 3. Then bring me my house shoes. Don't make excuses, make moves. These niggas ungrateful, gotta show them UPK rules. I'm making hits like I can't lose. They said you get on, you gon' represent. I said of course. Soon as they crank that beat, I ride that bitch just like a horse. She about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, the whole guard. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan. I come with the fart. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You even low on this Lord, so that bitch is either or. Yeah, I know them niggas ain't cut like that. I swear I'm too hardcore. Yeah, I just got off the call. I'ma start another war. Spit a plate up with my niggas, get your knife and your fart. They ain't locked in with the count and when you speaking to me fart. Yeah, I just took the floor. Ain't no cowards in my campaign. They can't stop the campaign. Tell them bring the champagne. They know I'm a champion. They can see the outcome. Get them niggas bad, got them tied down and out there. You can't do with them steps. Niggas now step. We run up the band, bitch like that. That beat, I read that bitch is like a horse. Yeah, about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, we whole start. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan. I come with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You either low or this low, so that bitch is either or. I told you niggas, you ain't cut like that. I swear I'm too hardcore. And I just made it call. We gon' start another war. Yeah. When Westworld Let's get it. Don't be sure, tell them make sure. If not, we gon' make more. Clips say it hold 20, but I think it could take more. Grab a stick, fire on your camp, we gon' make s'mores. I ain't satisfied with my spot, then I'ma take yours. No matter how many roadblocks in my way, I'ma break forward. This path I'm on is so damn narrow, I just stay forward. Put them on my plate, I'm never full, I just ate more. Put them on my plate, I'm never full, give me 8 more. Nigga, I don't sugarcoat shit, bitch, I'm straightforward. Don't give a fuck if they don't let me in, I just break doors. Ballin' so hard, they asking what team that I play for. Scammer who? They ain't stopped making guns when they made yours. Sick with it, feeling like I woke up with stage 4. They ain't want the beast loose, but they opened up the cage for. Endure the pain, been through hard times is what I'm made for. Paid my dues, never left a wage, I just rage roar. So many chains and gold teeth, it's the blood of a slave. Sit on a throne with a gold crown from the blood of a slave. This is our world, got it from the mud to the grave. Become a thing in the past, don't be a story in my page.
Still against all enemies. In high school, you was the man that's lost memory shit. Lost energy, never lost my energy. Never lose control, never losing. Dog, I plan to keep. You lose your mind where I'm from. I ain't talking from what you see. I never lost soul, losing time, wasting steady pacing. You off track, I'm on that. You pray to God, hoping he can save you. But there's power about war, and that's a different angle. This another lost cause, and I'm just adding to the list. They not seeing me for that reason. Got a flash on the grip. Nigga, big priest. They gon' judge me by my increase. And I'ma keep stepping in these joys to the increase. Just got off the phone with Jacob, and he said it's time to shine. Certified, blue dot, put it on you, now you verified. One West world, bigger than World War III. Do not sleep, it's not cheap, and it's still top 3.
So many chains and gold teeth, it's the blood of a slave. Sit on a throne with a gold crown from the blood of a slave. This is our world, got it from the mud to the grave. Become a thing in the past, don't be a story in my page.
Came on boats and then chains, so when I get rich, I'ma grab a boat and 10 chains with 12 ribs from each tribe. And each rib gonna have at least 3 kids. Yeah, I'ma have a deep squad. Been rapping since knee high, now a nigga shack size. Spit that holy fire, when you hear it, you get baptized. One West world, yeah, you niggas know the logo. And I'ma bust it down so the haters see the globe up. Let's have a feast, let's shine on our enemies. Right in their face, let's blind all our enemies. Cause now we have, but we come from half not. Throw that cash on the ground, my nigga, let's cast lots. I started from the bottom, birthed out of mud, raised by gangsters, turned out a thug. I ain't give a fuck, burnt out I was, from hitting licks in and out and selling nicks in the drop.
So many chains and gold teeth, it's the blood of a slave. Sit on a throne with a gold crown from the blood of a slave. This is our world, got it from the mud to the grave. Become a thing in the past, don't be a story in my page.
Yo, this beat actually really hard.
UBK shit, South Coast shit, man. Shout out for Dog Tennessee up the building. Hey, get the money, hey. I don't know the fuck going on out there, motherfucker. Hey.
Get the money, nigga. Taste the paper, bitch. Keep all of your morals, never slave for shit. Ice up on my wrist. Yeah, I'm hood rich. I don't give a fuck about to get pop quick. Yeah, I'm on that shit. Yeah, I'm in the town. Niggas talking about that G, but now they come around. Can they come around? Yeah, I'm up, nigga. Man, fuck all of these hoes, get the bucks, bitch. I'm a young rich nigga, I ain't tryna flex. You can tell I'm cold by the ice around my neck. Straight up, BBS, I charge you, boy, you wanna test. I don't get no shot about a nigga or a bitch. Boy, I love the life I live, cause a nigga keep it real. Nigga freshly hell, take that drip, but get your spill. I ain't little flip, getting pimped up by the hills. I'm a straight G-Do, getting paper like a miso. That's that South Coast stain if you tryna hang. You be catered by the bang, boy, we rep the same. Nigga tryna talk, but we rep that murder game. Get your ass pop, ain't nothing to a G. All up, bitches wanna fuck, but hell no, I don't pay no fee. Bitches leak too deep, got that ice, I make you sneeze. I All these niggas let me have, can they come around me? Bitches South Coast, South Carolina, bitch, I'm styling you.
Really no demons get control of me. No money get the best of me. No bitches getting up over me. Don't want much nigga, I'm sucker free. That's the way it gotta be. These niggas chainy bitches training y'all, chainy soak me. For real, this brotherhood of weapon. And bitch, we carry weapons. Black rob on nigga ass won't even need a weapon. And y'all be represented. And y'all be very respected. And if you got a problem, then y'all better address it. You cross that line, we ain't show no mercy. Cross that line, you ain't gon' need search. You pull up and they getting up. You ain't making no move, you ain't got no purse. On Isupk, so I ain't never worried. I'm putting them right, both of my hands dirty. For real, I learned from the OGs. I'm a young nigga, but I'm a certified priest. And I'm from Tennessee. In this mandatory that I gotta keep my heat. You should play it safe, and we gon' play with keys. For real.
They killed, give me Isaiah 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So that you said that they put millions of my houses. Should a murderer go to jail for murdering? Absolutely. Should a thief go to jail when he steals? Absolutely. Should a robber pay back the money he robbed? Absolutely. So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did? That's right. One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
I'm in a hell of a hole, was never expected to grow. Just obstacles set in the road, that a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never our home. Only a place of captivity, safe facility, hating, disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe this slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting. The trail of my tears is countless. The fact that I'm here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angel, be ready to rap. Crack in the sky, nuclear missiles and make it official. I'm capturing every cracker surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be. Slavery for me. And let the whole world see that with them in the cages, safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash. Get resolved for the beast. 144, get the ruler show, we could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom, we busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now.
You'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
Look, ain't no remorse in my blood slump. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I buy gon' be Gen 5. I get it customized. And sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback come back around like a carousel. Still remember your Honda's words ringing in my head like bells. Said you in his body, you fit the Lord, fuck the cartel. Triangle choke, apply pressure to the game like I did Vondale. Payback's a bitch in a dress, she a bombshell. Revenge is dish served cold, I just hope they make an oxtail. Glock fresh out the box, I swear it got that new car smell. Made myself a target in the world of mad shooters. There was designed fire for our babies to pass through it. And the day of our king's reign, I'll be overzealous. They bought my jealous, I bought brand new parabellums.
One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog.
The pressure on, I remember bringing nothing home. Make it little just to make it known. Steady, ready, better watch your tone. When I was 5'7", I was breaking bone. 5'7", now I want the chrome. 9'11", I was in my zone. Lose the argument or lose your throne. Who ain't no running up? Oh, damn, now I'm coming up. They coming to kiss me, you dumb or what? You drawing, you done enough. They told me don't rush it, just wait my time. Paying attention, I see the signs. Coming right to me like Amazon. No time for distractions, I'm on the grind. Little shorty, you're sick and she knows she fine. Got a couple of so never mind. They throwing the shade cause they know I shine. Reason up going in overtime. You stuck in your ways, you keep fantasizing. I just go get it, don't think about it. Don't make it an issue, it ain't a problem. Not too much talking, just organizing. One Westward, no way around it. Heavy, so you know I'm grounded. Too sturdy, I'm well rounded. Tunnel vision, I don't see a challenge. Get a minute of killing it. Case closed, I don't need a gavel. No, you hate it, don't even matter. New pay, still the same time.
People might, but just never forget that I do not. Always have that fresh in your mind. That I feel absolutely nothing for your pain and your problem. Because I know that all of your pain and problems are a test to make you stronger.
I live in a world where we coincide. If you're not ready to stay inside, you drowning away. You're gonna ride. You stick to the end, you get glorified.
Seeing if you're gonna step up in you're gonna run.
Stick to the end, you get glorified. Let's make it official, I'm winning up. One of the greatest is no exempt. It took me a minute to figure it out. I was struggling, it made a man. I shuffled the deck and I played my hand. Just give me a reason to put them on you. Didn't believe that I had me a vision. Should I believe that you is loyal? We giving up game, they fumbling plays. I'm tired of talking, I'm racked out. Before that we started, they tapped out. I jumped in my duffel and blacked out. What you witnessing is elevation. Glory road to my destination. The haters, it's a celebration. And I put that on my reputation. When the fall, it's a demonstration. You're sick and I know they hate it. One Westworld every season. Hot boy, this dedication. I'm giving game, I don't need favors. Go against it, you won't see the danger. You ain't family, you a damn stranger. I'll beat your ass, I don't need a baby. I don't got time for excuses. I'm plotting on making the killer. I'm getting the feeling, they know that I'm coming, I'm running. Let's get to the business. I'm still playing my post. Taking the rim like diesel. Don't run with too many people. I don't feel none of us equal. None of us equal.
And there are some brothers and sisters that know that so much, they would never leave. They would never abandon you. Since you have to stay alive here, they'll stay alive with you.
I live in a world where we coincide. If you're not ready to stay inside, you're drowning away. You're gonna ride. You stick to the end, you get glorified. You stick to the end, you get glorified.
They're one West.
Buck roll.
You'll never see another nigga like this. Used to have that white bitch popping on the night shift. Now I'm one Westward sharper than an ice pick. On you rappers' necks and it's feeling like some vice grips. Yeah, that's light shit. Send my bro a kite quick. N.W.O, we ain't forget about you. Keep your light lit. Rappers can't see. Most of them scared to witness. Go and close your eyes. There's one right here for the trenches. Bad bitches, natural hair or extensions. Hood niggas that'll probably grip like some dentures. Runners on them fences. 23 and 1 out. Praying that that commissary hit before it run out. Bitches on the gram, dog filter with their tongue out. Couldn't stay home because they found the dugout. Closed casket, burner in the low jacket. My co-captain, riding on these whole rappers. My hoes fabulous. Now I don't mean that derogatory, but I'm a player and there's no my women riding for me. I avoided Maury. I got 2 jets. If I can't make it through for them, then I'm useless. Sit down that roof, Chris, with a couple bosses. After the war, just to count our losses. It's not many. You see a smile on my face, but I'm not friendly. Gun on my waist, sipping white Henny. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Waiting on this war in my whole life. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Living in this world in my whole life, my whole life. It's so melodic. When I be dropping this ebonics, this ghetto phonics, it got me on the level supersonic. My bomb atomic, and you know where you can find me. Somewhere probably food in this paper origami. ain't as pure as the Sani. My wave is like a tsunami. I went from 0 to 100, feeling like Ricky Bobby. I made a deal with the Reaper. Got a couple wives, they some keepers. Talk a lot of shit, but you can't walk a mile in my sneakers. Bitches go to Miami, come home and change features. Now she got a BBL, her ass fatter. Trying to show up all them niggas that laughed at her. Now when they see her, they only wanna fuck her. They just wanna touch her. They don't wanna cuff her. They just wanna come and kick it with her like a punter. Turned her to a runner, now it's all aboard the train. Fenty on her face, but it's not concealing the pain. It's a shame. That's why I'm in the hood like some rap snacks. I know niggas kill you and your mama for a scat pack. Dark tint, matte black, they do it for half that. Had you like 90s Missy in a fucking trash bag. I'm from Philly, we don't do bank accounts, just cash app. I spit a verse and I just watch the time slow. This that guy flow, this that shit that rappers die for. This that uncut Tahoe Wall straight from Pablo Escobar. I be at the bar like Moscato. They think it's effort, but no, this that block work. Make the countermeasures, take pleasures, making an op hurt. Light is in the sky, cause every verse is a concert. My mind work at speed y'all can't fathom. Listen to the words of a champion. It can't. The streets need another anthem. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know lie. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Waiting on the squab in my whole life. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know lie. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Living in the squab in my whole life. My whole life.
All right, clap it up. All right. This is Officer Abraham of the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Shalom, Yahweh Shem Yahshabrakatah, while Yahweh Shemal Ethah by Shem Yahushai. You know what I'm saying? This is the Thursday scripture breakdown class. We back at it again. You understand? This is, again, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Started out at 1 West, Harlem, New York, 125th Street, under commanding General Yohana, the true leader of this nation. You understand? Let's see. What else? Again, this is the Thursday scripture breakdown class. If you have any questions, anybody looking online have any questions any biblical questions that you need the answer to, you haven't received the answer to, wanting the answer to, type it in the chat. Don't be afraid. We don't bite. You understand? We're not gonna hurt you up here. We are priests and prophets of the Lord, here ready to serve the nation, answer their questions, just like it was commanded to us to do by commanding General Yohana. I got on the side of me here this powerful priest and officer K out of war. You understand? Big up, brother. The water for holding it down with me in person here. You understand? Y'all see him all the time doing all the work in Israel. You understand? All the classes he in here pushing this truth out of the Charlotte school. We here in Kannapolis. We at 1539 Northridge Avenue in Kannapolis, North Carolina. If you're in the area, you understand, stop by, join us here for the class. You understand? We got a lot to go into. Well, a couple things to go into in tonight's class. You know what I'm saying? We're going to pull up Zephaniah 2:1. We're going to start right there first. It's been several mass shootings, you understand, which here in the Israelite School of UPK, under Commander General Yohana, you understand, we already then got the prophecy that it's going to get worse with these mass shootings. It's going to be more and more and more and more. You understand? Now the so-called Asian man getting involved with it. He getting in the mix too. You understand? Hey, look. If it's not apparent that the so-called oppressor has been lying on black people for hundreds of years, calling us the riffraff, calling us the criminals. You understand? Calling us, pegging us to have the title of all the criminal activity going on in America. The oppressor blames it on us, when really we the poor people of this society just trying to survive. You understand? Just trying to get by. You understand that we're not condoning, being a criminal. The UPK, Command and General Yohana, this organization does not condone being a criminal, but we can understand, we can sympathize with our brothers and sisters when they become criminals because of poverty. You know what I'm saying? We can sympathize with them and say it's not their fault, man. It's not their fault they're becoming a product of their environment. It's not their fault that they've been crushed and grind to piss here in America. And the only way they feel to lash out and react is to become a criminal. We understand the psychological damage that oppression does, and what it does is the psychological damage is a small percentage of us turn to criminal activity. You understand? That's why all of us need to come into the ISUPK under Command and General Yohana. You understand? So we can become a nation again, and we can start to function together, start to function as a unit. You understand? So being a criminal won't be an option. We won't have to worry about being poor in this society, because we'll have unity and brotherhood. We'll have brothers to fall back on. We'll have a nation to step up and take care of us, man. You understand? Go ahead.
That's the book of Zephaniah, chapter 2, verse 1. Gather yourselves together. Yeah, gather together, O nation not desired.
And look here, with these mass shootings, that's what we better do. And in N.W.O, it only seems logical that the so-called Asian man gets into this mass shooting too. It's logical, man. It's biblical. And it just seems to fall right in place to where these other nations that's ruling over us get their hand in these mass shootings as well, to kick it up here, to kick up the fire here in America, man. You understand? So this society will have another reason to blame blacks and Hispanics for the plight that they're going through. Now these mass shootings, watch they always try to link it back to the black community, but now they can't link it back. They can't link these mass shootings back now to blacks and Hispanics, because hey, that's not the average shooter. The average shooter is a Caucasian male between the ages of 6 and 32 or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Between the ages of single digit numbers and in the 30s. You know what I'm saying? That's the average mass shooter. Now you're gonna have to add the Asians to a small percentage of that. Go ahead.
It's kind of off, but kind of on topic as well. This situation on the internet now with this guy named China Mac and Mav Hoffa. You heard about that? So China Mac, he think he's a rapper, right?
Right.
And adopted black culture. Went to Rikers Island. Think he's blood, stuff like that. Mav Hoffa, battle rapper, right? Got a podcast.
Okay.
My Expert Opinion.
Okay.
So,
but he's a Caucasian though.
China Mac is an Asian man.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. He Asian.
Yeah,
I heard. The only thing I've heard is that all those Asians try to mimic black culture with the pop locking and the dancing and the music and all that, man. You know what I'm saying? They was telling me, my military cousins was telling me that when they got stationed over there in Japan and over there in Asia and China, where they the so-called Asian man would have those down bombers, those coats, the goose downs. They would wear them all year long. It'd be hot. It'd be hot outside. You know what I'm saying? Their version of summer, it'll be warm outside, but the kids still walking around in triple goose down coats. You know what I'm saying? Just like they seen, Busta Rhymes and all the urban culture over here where, you know what I'm saying? They try to be just like us over there.
So Mav Hoffa did an interview with a brother by the name of Troy Ave on his podcast.
Okay.
China Mac tried to call Mav Hoffa. Captain Cotters, I did a room about it on the Clubhouse app.
Right.
Caught a little bit of flack, but China Mac trying to call Mav Hoffa out like you're not being street enough. right? Right?
Right.
Papa like, yo, mind black business, my man. You know what I'm saying? This is black people business right here.
Right.
And China Mac beforehand, when Asian people was getting attacked in New York for the COVID scare and all of that.
Right.
He had a whole movement of him trying to protect his people. So it's fitting as you pull the scripture, gather yourselves together.
Right.
Every other nation, they gather themselves together.
Right.
Except us.
And
then when we do, we get ostracized.
Right. That's and that ought to say something to the black community, man. That ought to tell us something that if every other nation gets to gather themselves together, gets to join with themselves and gather themselves together, but we the only ones that get ostracized when we gather together. It ought to say something. That speaks volumes, because not only does it say that the other nations have a right to gather themselves together, but it also says that it's a point being made not to allow us to gather together, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what's really been said here in America. They don't want black, Hispanic, and Native Indians to gather themselves together. That's why you have to big it up one more time for the 54th annual Passover that's coming up. You understand? And we want to make the announcement right at the beginning of class. Every black, Hispanic, and Native Indian man, woman, boy, child, girl, you understand? All your black, Hispanic, and Native Indian puppies, your cats, your kittens, all them, they invited to the Passover, man. You understand? It's going to be at 500 South Salisbury Street in Raleigh, North Carolina this year. It's the 54th annual Lord's Passover, and everybody is invited. If you are of black, Hispanic, and Native Indian descent, you understand? We should gather ourselves together, just like this scripture is saying. All the answers to black problems are located in the Bible, man. All the answers, all the solutions, we have the solutions. The Isupk have the solutions, and it's right here located in this Bible. You understand? And we should gather together. It says, gather together, old nation, not desired. You understand? And we haven't been desired no matter what we try to do, no matter what we try to give the oppressor. We gave them a whole empire, off the backs of our free labor. We gave them a whole country. We gave them this place called America, and this place did not pay us a dime for it, for our labor, for our deaths in the cotton field, for our deaths coming over on the slave ships. They didn't pay us a cent, one red penny. Made all kind of treaties with the Native Indians. You understand? Didn't keep one of them. Made a treaty with black people, said they're gonna give us 40 acres and a mule. Didn't keep that. So who's the real criminal here in America, man? Try to act like black people are the source of America's problems, when America is the source of America's problems, man. You understand? Give me Habakkuk 2:12 real quick. We're gonna get back on this mass shooting, but I'm gonna bring this scripture out real quick, man. Because this right here, this scripture right here, it should be on every black, Hispanic, and Native Indian's mind when you think of America. When you think of America and how this place functions, this is what should be on your mind. Go ahead.
This is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 12. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood.
Woe to what?
To him that buildeth a town with blood.
Man, woe to any person that buildeth a town with blood, man. And that's how all these major cities here in Charlotte as well. Right. That's how all these major cities were built. They were built with blood. They was built with death and murder of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man. That's how these major cities got here. Is because of the crimes committed against our people, man. That's how this place became a great nation. Is because they had our ancestors in the slave fields. They had us picking their cotton. They had us cutting their sugar cane. You understand? They had our ancestors building this empire. Being the bricklayers and the construction workers. Still to this day, they got the Hispanic brothers and sisters working out, mining all their fields. Mining all the fruits and vegetables that you get out of the grocery store. It's some native, it's some Hispanic or some Latino picking those grapes, picking those strawberries. You know what I'm saying? Getting those cucumbers out of the ground, pulling up them carrots and cabbages. And the spinach and the collard greens and the mustard greens and all the and the sweet potatoes and the potatoes. You understand? That's Hispanic work right there, man. Cropping all the tobacco. That RJ Reynolds is killing people. That RJ Reynolds is a $1 billion company, and they talking about America is we moving towards a non-smoking environment where not overseas. You understand? Reynolds do most of their business overseas, and they're a $1 billion company, man. You understand? It's still a majority of people here in America that smoke. And making RJ Reynolds, making them rich beyond their wildest belief, man. You understand? During the recession, then they talking about a recession coming up. I bet you it won't stop the cigarette industry. I bet you that's recession proof. You understand? It won't stop the drug cartel, the drug industry. That's recession proof. You understand? The so-called oppressor just getting rich off of us, building these cities with blood, man. Go ahead, keep going.
Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood, and establisheth a city by iniquity.
Right. And these cities are established with sin. Wow. Iniquity, man. We're gonna stop right there. You know what I'm saying? So this is just the place of our captivity, man. And we should all converge and come together and come down to North Carolina. And you know what I'm saying? At the Raleigh Convention Center, April the 1st. There's going to be all kind of activities going on, throughout the week, starting with that Wednesday with the lamb slaughter. That Wednesday the 29th with the lamb slaughter. You understand? Where we get to practice the righteous act of the lamb slaughter where in when Egypt, let's pull it up. Let's bring it out in Exodus where it says the kids slay the lamb and spread the blood over the doorpost, man. We celebrate the Passover because we were slaves in Egypt, just like we're slaves here in America. You understand? And the Most High gave Pharaoh a decree saying that if he didn't let the children of Israel go, that the firstborn of all of the Egyptians was gonna die. You understand? I'm gonna pull it up here. Exodus chapter 12. Just go to Exodus 12:1. It was a decree that if the children of Israel wasn't allowed to leave Egypt. And now what all Moses' request was, according to the Most High, is that let the children of Israel go in the wilderness for 3 days so they could serve their God. So they could serve their God and serve the Most High in the wilderness for 3 days. You understand? And just like a slave master, a taskmaster, the same way, your job do you here in America today, when you try to get a couple of days off, you got to go through all this paperwork and jump hoops to take your time. It's your time. They say, here, we afford our employees 2 weeks of vacation time per year. Then you try to go take your vacation. Oh, that day's not available. Like a blackout date, like you trying to fly or something. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, I want to take my vacation day. Oh, that day is not available. How you gonna tell me it's my time? I can't do what I want to. Oh, you got to fill out this paper. It's got to be approved for the secretary. The secretary got to approve it. Then after the secretary approve it, she passes it to the CO. Then the CO approve it. Then he passes it to the COO. Then the COO approve it. Then he passes it back to the executive administrator. After the executive administrator approve it, then they loop it back around and pass it around to the security guard. After the security guard approve it, then they loop it back around and pass it to the waterman. The waterman, man, come on now. You jump through all these hoops to try to get 3 days of your time. And then they say that day is not available. You can't take that day. So is it really your time? Hell no. It ain't your time. If you can't do with it what you want to do with it, it's just an illusion. Everything in America is an illusion, man. Just like Commander General Johanna said, everything in America is smoke and mirrors, even down to its religion, man. You understand? We can't get no time off here in America. You can't take time off from being a slave. You got to be a slave all the time. So Moses requested 3 days to go serve the Most High in the wilderness, and Pharaoh said no. And so plague by plague, Egypt was tormented with boils and locusts and pestilence and disease. Just like America is being tormented right now for having the Lord's people in captivity, man. For having blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, for taking their identity and their culture, for stealing their identity. And when one person try to bring it out, they ostracize that person. They blackball that person. They cancel that. Call it canceling. They cancel Kanye West. They cancel Nick Cannon, man. You understand? Commander General Johanna was bringing out just the other day on the live podcast that how you make all this money in America, and you're supposed to be able to have freedom of speech. You're supposed to be able to have freedom of speech anyway. That's one of the rights that America affords its citizens. It's freedom of speech. And when you make all this money and get all these high $1 million contracts, make all this money, you're supposed to be definitely able to say what you want to say now because you made it. You got the money to take care of you and your family for the rest of their life. However, look at these stars. Look at these so-called rich of Israel that come out and say that black people are the real Jews. What's forcing their hand to where they have to come back and eat their words? What they so afraid of? They're afraid of this society. They're afraid of the oppressor, man. How can you be a big old 6'8", 250, 60 pounds of muscle, 0.00008% body fat, and you scared to say what you want to say? You scared that you got to come back. All the all the gym that Nick Cannon got in his home, it was on cribs. All the gym that he got big as this school, he got full of weights, and he's so muscular and he's cut up, 6-pack, rock hard abs, and taking his shirt off and displaying all his muscles. You understand? With the ability to give people jobs. DC Young Fly said, man, if it wasn't for Nick Cannon, he would be a nobody. They keep giving chances, changing people's lives. Yet he still can't say what he want to say. He can't say that the real Jews are black. He tried it. They called him anti-Semitic. Made him beg and plead for 6 months. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have thought. I should have thought before I said it. I mean, had him on all multi-channels apologizing for what he said. You get rich in America, that just proves you can't say what you want to say. There is no freedom of speech in America, not for the slaves. You know what I'm saying? So now let's pick up with Exodus. Let's pull the reason why we celebrate Passover in Exodus. Let's bring it out, man.
Comes the book of Exodus, chapter 12, verse 1. And the Most High spake unto Moses and Aaron in the land of Egypt, saying, verse 2, this month shall be unto you the beginning of months. It shall be the first month of the year to you. Verse 3, speak ye unto all the congregation of Israel, saying, in the 10th day of this month, they shall take to them every man a lamb, according to the house of their father, a lamb for an house. Verse 4, and if the household be too little for the lamb, let him and his neighbor next unto his house take it according to the number of the souls. Every man according to his eating shall make your account for the lamb.
So this saying, take your lamb, and you know, if a family didn't have enough to get that lamb, then go in half with another family. Make sure you take an account of how much every man can eat. You understand? You got some people that can't eat. You know, you got the little babies that can't eat as much as grown men. So take into account, you know, how much one can eat. Go ahead.
Verse 5, your lamb shall be without blemish, a male of the first year. Ye shall take it out from the sheep or from the goats. Verse 6, and ye shall keep it up until the 14th day of the same month.
So now we each family in Israel had to take a lamb that was 1 year old. You understand? That's a lamb. We're veal is against the law. That's a lamb that hasn't finished nursing from his mother. You understand? That's veal. We don't eat veal. You understand? We don't eat venison. That's against the law. But you can eat that lamb. Now it's gonna we at that Wednesday before April 1st, before the Passover, we're gonna have the lamb slaughter, man. Just like they did in Egypt. Just like they slaughtered the lamb in Egypt. Each family. Go ahead.
And the whole assembly of the congregation of Israel shall kill it in the evening. Verse 7, and they shall take of the blood.
They shall what?
Take of the blood. And strike it on the two side posts and the upper door posts of the houses wherein they shall eat it.
So now it's this Passover, the Lord is not saying He's gonna kill the firstborn of our oppressor. But yet still, this is a high holy day that is in our records that we should observe throughout all our generations. You understand? And what's so amazing about it is they at the Passover, which I didn't know until I think last year, they bring a bloody a rag that they've been keeping ever since the first Passover back in 1969. They bring it, and they say it reeks of death, and they bring it, and it's somewhere. They put it by the doorpost somewhere. You understand? As we enter into the Passover, that's glorious. It's a tradition and a high holy day that's been kept since the revealing of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are the lost 12 tribes of Israel, since we've been teaching it on the street since 1969, ever since the first Passover. So this sheath or this cloth is 54 years old with the blood of all the lambs that's been, you know what I'm saying, that's been slaughtered from year to year on that cloth. You understand? I want to see it this year. I want to see it. I ain't say I want to smell it, but I just want to see what's been passed down from generation to each year that have something like that. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Verse 8, and they shall eat the flesh in that night, roast with fire.
Roast with what?
With fire.
So it's not fried, it's roasted. You understand? After we slaughtered the lamb, we put the blood on the two doorposts, and then we had we ate the lamb that night, and that was what the Lord had us do to go ahead. I ain't gonna tell the story. I'm gonna let the brother read it. Go ahead.
And they shall eat the flesh in that night, roast with fire and unleavened bread, and with bitter herbs they shall eat it. Verse 9, eat not of it raw, nor sodden at all with water, but roast with fire.
Meaning you can't, you gotta cook it and don't boil it. It's saying is that you can't boil it with starting with water is boiling. You can't boil it. You have to roast it with those bitter herbs like onion, garlic. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a couple more, but the way they roast that joint with them bitter herbs at the Passover, boy, you wouldn't know that it was bitter. You understand? That's some of the best meat I ever tasted in my life. To this day is that Passover lamb, man. That Passover lamb, big up. I think Jeremiah Hyman does that Passover lamb, and brothers and sisters, if that's why we encourage everyone to join us at the 54th annual Passover, man. You understand? All blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are invited. You need to come out and see this brotherhood. You need to see it up close. You need to see thousands and thousands of brothers and sisters packed in one place, and not one of us is arguing and fighting and fussing and you know, no brothers are fighting over a sister. Nobody pulling out guns talking about I'm gonna shoot you because you messing with my woman, or you are dealing with my woman, or trying to talk to disrespect my woman. You understand? No one is saying that. No one is. You can drop your wallet, K out of war, and the next man behind you pick it up and go, "Hey, brother, you dropped your wallet right here." You know what I'm saying? You can walk away from your woman and not worry about some brother sliding up to her like, "Hey, I've been waiting for him to leave. Hey, how you doing?" Don't nobody want your wife in that place. You understand? Don't nobody want your wife, and it's disgusting to want somebody else's wife. Don't nobody want it. Don't nobody. You can leave her right there. You leave her right there. She's safe. Your children are safe. You don't have to worry about some nasty child molester coming around and trying to lure your child with some candy to come to the van with him. Come on, get some of this candy. You ain't got to worry about that. Not at the Passover, man. And that's why we encourage everyone, every black, Hispanic, and Native Indian to come out and see. You understand? Come out and see what real brotherhood is, what real sisterhood is, what a real nation can be if we come together, man. So keep going.
Eat not of it raw, nor sodden at all with water, but roast with fire, his head with his legs, and with the pertinence thereof. Verse 10, and ye shall let nothing of it remain until the morning, and that which remaineth of it until the morning ye shall burn with fire. Verse 11, and thus shall ye eat it, with your loins girded, your shoes on your feet, and your staff in your hand, and ye shall eat, and ye shall eat it in haste. It is the Most High's Passover. Verse 12, for I will pass through the land of Egypt this night, and will smite all the firstborn in the land of Egypt.
He said he will what?
Smite all the firstborn in the land of Egypt.
Now it said he will what through the land?
For I will pass through the land of Egypt this night, and will smite all the firstborn in the land of Egypt.
That's it. He's gonna pass through the land. You understand? But go ahead.
Both man and beast. And against all the gods of Egypt, I will execute judgment. I am the Most High.
Right.
Verse 13, and the blood shall be to you for a token upon the houses where ye are.
The blood is a token upon the house where all the children of Israel were in. Go ahead.
And when I see the blood, I will pass over you.
He will what?
Pass over you.
The death angel was going to what?
Pass over you.
And that's why it's called Passover, Pesach in the Hebrew, man. You understand? That's why it's called that. It's called the Passover because we remembering that night where the death angel came and passed over our houses, man. That death angel passed over the houses. You understand? The death angel came through Egypt and passed over all those houses. You understand? passed over all those houses that had our brothers and sisters located in those houses, man. You understand? And that's why we commemorate this day. You understand? Because the Most High dealt with our enemies, killed our enemies for our sakes, man. For our sakes. He didn't do it because you understand they wouldn't be Christians. Nah. That ain't the reason for Passover. The reason for Passover ain't because they wouldn't say thank you Jesus 1,000 times like in the Christian church. That's not the reason for Passover. The Lord was killing, man. And that brings that lie that God is all love. Where the Christian church get off saying that God is all love when he killed all the firstborn of Egypt, not only the firstborn of the Egyptian children, not the firstborn males, but the firstborn male cow. I mean, the Lord is a terrible God, they called him in the Old Testament, man. He killed the firstborn male cow, the firstborn bull, the firstborn rooster. You understand? They said they said that the Most High went through Egypt and killed the firstborn of everything, including cattle, including man and beast. We skip over these words like these words. Some of them have no meaning. But just think about if every in this small city of Charlotte, which is a relatively small city compared to some of the bigger cities in America. Just imagine if every firstborn male child died on the same day. And not only the firstborn male child, but the firstborn male beast, the firstborn male animal, the firstborn male puppy, the firstborn male kitten, the firstborn male of man and beast, fowl of the air. That's what kind of murdering, the killing. That's what type of killing the Lord did on the Passover, man. So how dare any of these Christians try to lie to us and say that the Lord is all love? Was it love that killed those Egyptians? Was it love that killed the firstborn of every beast? Nah, that wasn't love. That was hatred. That was hate. That was a righteous hatred according to the Bible, man. You understand? What you choose to hate will dictate how much love you have for something else, man. You understand? So now keep going.
And against all the gods of Egypt, I will execute judgment. I am the Most High. Verse 13, and the blood shall be to you for a token upon the houses where ye are. And when I see the blood, I will pass over you. And the plague shall not be upon you to destroy you when I smite the land of Egypt. Verse 14, and this day shall be unto you for a memorial.
Mm-hmm.
And ye shall keep it a feast to the Most High throughout your generation.
You see what Steve said? The country needs 2 presidents. You know what I'm saying? Nah, Steve, this country needs to be destroyed by the hand of the Lord, man. That this country needs to get what it deserves. The rightful vengeance coming from the Most High as prescribed in the Bible, man. That's what this country needs. This country the Lord is gearing this country up for destruction, for judgment, man. And it's going right according to the plan of the scriptures, man. It's going right according to what the Most High left behind that would happen during this time before destruction, man. That's what's going on. And that's what we're reading about right now. We're reading about what happened in history. And like they say, history repeats itself. History repeats itself, man. So just like Egypt had the children of Israel in captivity, America now has the children of Israel in captivity, and it patterns itself after Rome and Egypt, man. This place This place called America patterns itself after Rome and Egypt. And don't forget Sodom and Gomorrah as well. And what happened to them? What happened to Rome? It was destroyed. What happened to Sodom and Gomorrah? It was destroyed. What happened to Egypt? It was obliterated, man. That's what happened. And now, if you don't want to go down, if you're Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, Steve, if you don't want to go down with America, then you better choose a side, man. You better choose ye this day whom ye will serve, man. You understand? Keep going, brother.
And this day shall be unto you for a memorial,
Mm-hmm.
and ye shall keep it a feast to the Most High throughout your generation.
And we shall keep it a feast to the Most High, man. The Lord's Passover is going down April 1st in Raleigh, North Carolina. All Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are invited. You understand? And let's come out and celebrate the Most High's Passover, to commemorate the time where our enemies was killed for our sakes, man. That's what we ought to be celebrating. We shouldn't be celebrating Christmas and Thanksgiving and the 4th of July, what America tells us to celebrate. Valentine's Day is coming up. That nasty, disgusting homosexual holiday. We shouldn't be celebrating that. We shouldn't be celebrating these National Hot Dog Day. All this craziness in America that we celebrate. Mother's Day, Father's Day, your nasty, stinking birthday. You understand? You shouldn't be celebrating that, man. The truth should make a difference, should mean more than your what I want to say, your pleasure in this place. The truth should mean more than you having fun in this place. You understand? If you really fear the Lord, then you would definitely follow the law, statutes, and commandments. But the problem is, you understand, you can drop that. You can drop that, and we go into these. We go into these. We're going to Ezekiel. Ezekiel Salakia. We're gonna go to Ezekiel. Sorry, Salakia, Job 18. Job 18 and 11. You understand? But we should definitely try to, do exactly what the Lord has told us to do through these scriptures. You understand? We should want to please the Lord over our own pleasure, over our own fun. You understand? You should not want to serve yourself more than you want to serve the Most High. And that's the problem with America. America will put itself over the Most High. They serve the creature more than the creator. You understand? They serve themselves more than who created them. You know what I'm saying? The Most High created us all. And we in America have a bad habit of serving ourselves versus serving the Most High. You understand? And we should get back to what got us out of Egypt was serving the Most High, was following the leader that the Most High put over us, being Moses. You understand? And not following, Christianity, not following the worship of Baal. You understand? Under all these other nations, under Christianity, under Muslim, under Islam. We ought to stop that, man. So now, and while we fix ourselves, we'll start to see this place crumble, man. We'll start to see this place be taken down by the hand of the Lord, by the hands of the Most High. which is going to do. It's going to happen. It's going to happen with or without you. Read Job 18 and 11. We're going to get back on the topic of these mass shootings, man. These mass shootings should be bringing America. It should be relaying a message to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians in America that, man, I ought to get it right. These mass shootings is happening in random places. And it should tell each black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, it should give them the notion to want to get it right. We ought to see these mass shootings and be like, man, hey, it could be us. It could be us if we out here with our guard down. It could be us. It could be us that have to suffer here in this place called America from a mass shooter. It could be us that go down, that get caught up out here. It ought to make you think twice before you go to the country concert, man. Yeah. It ought to make you think twice before you go to wherever Esau is hanging out. Wherever the oppressor is in mass numbers, you ought to watch the football game. And I ain't talking about American football either. I'm talking about the soccer. Wow, where damn near every oppressor love that soccer and that golf and that tennis. Now you know what I'm saying. Since we ain't in the heyday of America no more, you know what I'm saying. The sports arenas, man. Hey, that's gonna start being your soft targets. That's your soft targets. These public events, man. Like your basketball games and your soccer games, your tennis games, these college basketball games, man. You better watch out. Better watch out, man. Better watch out where the oppressor is hanging at. We definitely should separate. Right. We should separate from the oppressor because it's mass shooters that's coming after his people, that's coming after the oppressor. They shooting the oppressor. And it says that they was going to shoot the oppressor right here in this scripture, man. It said that the oppressor was something was gonna happen to them, not necessarily shooting, but it says something gonna happen to them. Go ahead.
This is the book of Job, chapter 18, verse 11. Terror shall make him afraid.
What?
Terrors shall make him afraid.
What they call the mass shooter? They call them terrorists. They call them homeland terrorists or something like that. Meaning a terrorist that's living amongst you, not somebody that slipped into America from another country, but terrorists that's already been here. I think they call them, what they call them, out of war. A terrorist from the homeland, I think, is considered it's a locket. I'm not too sure, but they got a name for it. They got a name for what these people that's committing these mass shootings. They got a name for it, and that person is not going to stop until, you know what I'm saying, until that bloodthirsty, that bloodlust is quenched, man. Basically, the Most High is gonna have to stop it, because it's getting worse and worse and worse and worse, man. It's getting worse, and don't think because somebody else told you, like Officer Abraham of the UPK. Don't think that because I said something that is doing it. Don't think because Commander General Yohana said it's doing it. Nah, it's doing it because the Lord is allowing it to happen, man. The Lord is allowing this to go down. The Lord is doing this, man. Go ahead. Where we at?
It's the book of Job, chapter 18, verse 11.
Uh-huh.
Terrors shall make him afraid on every side.
Right.
And shall drive him to his feet.
Shall drive him to his feet, man. Shall make him alert. That's what's going on with the oppressor now. The oppressor is making it known that he is alert. Go ahead.
Domestic terrorism.
That's it. Domestic terrorism. That's it. Domestic terrorism, man. So now, what does it say?
This book of Job, chapter 18, verse 11. Terror shall make him afraid on every side.
Terror is coming on every side to the oppressor. Go ahead.
And shall drive him to his feet. Verse 12. His strength shall be hunger bitten.
Now, what he find his strength in? What America find his strength in is weapons, is military might. Terror gonna come from him, come to him on all sides, man. Meaning that's what's going on right now. Who's committing the mass shootings? It was him first. Now it's the Asians. So not only do they got to worry about the Asians, but they got to worry about these Arab splinter cells here. They got to worry about the Arabs, the Asians, and themselves. Before too long, you understand? Before too long, the Filipinos gonna, you know what I'm saying? All these other offshoots of the Asians gonna jump in it too, man. All turning their eyes to America because America has been exploiting the world for hundreds of years, man. America been just bogarting stuff. Just come over and just bomb your land. They come real sweet and soft at first. And yeah, we want you. We want to create democracy. We want to be diplomatic when it comes to this particular subject, and we want to this, that, and the third. But after a while, boom, boom, boom. If you ain't accepting what they if you ain't buying what they selling, man, Dan Rather, or not Dan Rather. It used to be Dan Rather. It used to be Dan Rather would be report. You'll be in his story come 6 o'clock news. You understand? Come on what is it? 60 Minutes. You'll be on 60 Minutes if you didn't comply with America. You know, now they got different shows. Now they got different newscasts. CNNBC. You'll be on MSNBC, and you'll be under a pile of rubble if you keep messing. You don't take what America. You don't buy what America's selling. You understand? America just as soon bomb you. So go ahead.
His strength shall be hunger bitten. And destruction shall be ready at his side. Verse 13. It shall devour the strength of his skin.
Right.
Even the firstborn of death shall devour his strength.
The firstborn of death shall devour this person's strength. And what person is it going to devour? From verse 7. Terror shall drive him to his feet.
Verse 11.
11.
Terror shall make him afraid on every side.
That man that's being made afraid on every side, skip down to where you left off and say what his strength would be what?
Verse 12. His strength shall be hunger bitten, and destruction shall be ready at his side.
Right. His strength gonna be hunger bitten, man. The one who is afraid of that terrorism, the so-called oppressor, they're afraid of that terrorism more. That terrorism is they turning it all the way up for that terrorism. They is, the CIA, all them involved. They is going full throttle to stop this terrorism. Which Now drop that. Go to Deuteronomy 32 and 39.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32 and verse 39.
The only answer is separation, man.
Right.
The only answer that you have is separation, because you're not going to be able to fight against God. Definitely, you wouldn't want to fight against God if you ain't the one guilty. I wouldn't look, Salakia. I wouldn't fight against God. Period. You guilty. You guilty. That's it. No. You can't fight against the Lord. You understand? You cannot fight against the Lord. Not I rather. You won't have no choice. You can't fight against the Lord. Period. So go ahead.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32, verse 39. See now that I, even I, am He, and there is no God with me.
You understand? The Most High said He is the one. He said, see now that it is He. You understand? He does what? He kills and He makes alive.
Says I kill and I make alive.
The Lord said He kills and He said He makes alive. So the Lord has the power to give you life and to take your life away.
Right.
You understand? It's not no rocket science in there, man. This ain't a hocus pocus. You understand? This ain't a bunch of flitty witty camera tricks. You understand? We speaking about the Most High. The Most High the Most High determines who lives and who dies, what lives and what dies. Go ahead.
I wound.
And
I heal.
And He healed. The Lord can give you a wound and have you limping, and then He can take it away. Go ahead.
Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand.
Neither is there any that can save you. Once I got my hands on you, can't nothing save you. Can't nothing save you once I got my hands on you. All right, go ahead.
So I got a precept, right?
Go ahead.
That might go along with what you pulling out. Psalms 33 and 8 says, "Let all the earth fear the Most High. Let all the inhabitants of the world stand in awe of Him."
Oh, yeah. That's what we should be doing. We gotta fear the Most High, man. You understand? Go to Psalms 111 and 10. Psalms 111 and 10.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 111 and verse 10. The fear of the Most High is the beginning of wisdom.
The what of the Most High?
The fear of the Most High is the beginning of wisdom. A good understanding have all they that do His commandments. His praise endureth forever.
Right. Come. You understand? That's the beginning of wisdom. So like it. Where you at?
Psalms 111 verse 10.
Read it one more time.
The fear of the Most High is the beginning of wisdom. A good understanding have all they that do His commandments.
A good understanding. You understand something if you're doing His commandments. Meaning, if you're not following the commandments of the Lord, you're not doing anything. You don't have understanding. You don't understand what's really going on. You have no clue. Read it when it said a good understanding again.
Kind of good understanding have all they that do His commandments.
A good understanding. You have a good understanding when you do the commandments of the Most High. That's what the scripture is saying. You really don't have any understanding of anything if you're not trying to do the Most High's will, which is a no-brainer to me. So it's a no-brainer to me. I'm going to do the will of the Most High, and I don't, and that's I think that's what the Lord is looking for in this time. He's looking for men and women, well, soldiers and sisters who will do His will, have that understanding to do His will. Go ahead.
His praise endureth forever.
Meaning, what we hear about the Most High, these records that was left about the Most High, that's what's gonna last forever. You understand? That's what's gonna be here forever. You understand? Go ahead and go to let's see here. Go to Ezekiel 18 and 23.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 18 and verse 23.
Mm-hmm.
Have I any pleasure at all that the wicked shall die? So like that the wicked should die.
Man, the Lord don't have any pleasure in even when He's killing the wicked. The Lord don't desire that any of us perish. Go ahead.
Save the Most High power, and not that He should return from His ways and live.
The Lord wants us to return from our ways. You understand? He don't have no pleasure in allowing us to die. He wants us to turn from those wicked ways. He wants us to stop eating pork, crab, shrimp, and lobster. He wants us to stop celebrating these other holidays other than the 54th annual Passover. You understand? He wants us to stop doing these other things that's not recorded in the law. That's not Salaki. That's recorded in the law for us not to do. He wants us to stop. He don't have no pleasure in allowing us to be harmed. He wants us to stop what we're doing, but like a good father, he has to punish his children. He has to. A good disciplinarian is not going to allow you to walk all over the house, disrespect the woman of the house, disrespect the wife, disrespect their brothers and sisters, and you just be left alone because you're special. He's special. No. You're gonna do like you're commanded to do as everyone else is follow the law, statutes, and commandments like the Most High has for you to do. That's what you're supposed to do. That's your duty. And what an honor it is to you didn't choose what race you was gonna be. You didn't choose that. The Lord chose that. You understand? So now give me a time check.
8:30.
Okay. So now go to is that it on there or is it a little bit more?
And not that he should return from his ways and live. Verse 24. But when the righteous turneth away from his righteousness.
For when the what?
When the righteous turneth away from his righteousness.
So now when you come into the truth and then you turn away from the truth, go ahead.
And committeth iniquity.
And you commit a sin, go ahead.
And doeth according to all the abominations that the wicked man doeth, shall he live.
Oh, wow. Read that again.
Come. It's the book of Ezekiel, chapter 18, verse 24. But when the righteous turneth away from his righteousness and committeth iniquity and doeth according to all the abominations that the wicked man doeth, shall he live. All his righteousness that he have done shall not be mentioned. In his trespass that he have trespass, and in his sin that he have sinned, in them shall he die. So Salah. This would go with brothers and sisters that would leave the truth.
Right. Right. You understand? That's why we compel you to come into the truth. Come into the truth, man. Come in, learn the law, statutes, and commandments, and don't leave. And he that it says the race is not given to the swift, but he that endureth to the end, man. This is a marathon here, man. This is the time you come in, you get 10 toes down, and you stay. You stay grounded right here with the school, rocking it out with Commander General Yohana and the rest of us soldiers, man. All the generals and captains and all of us in the UPK. Don't leave your brothers and sisters. And we'll see the nation come together right before our eyes. We'll see the nation come together, and once we see that, boom, Christ on his way back. Christ is on his way back, and we're not gonna have to worry about the oppressor, not being able to observe our high holy days anymore. Having to, right now the earth is shutting down for 4th of July. Nobody works on so-called Christmas Day. Nobody has anything to do on Mother's Day, Father's Day, Valentine's Day, day birthday. You get a pass. But as soon as you want to go to the Passover, no, that day is not available. That day is not available. Soon as you want to, can I request being off at least Wednesday and Thursday. I take the hour cut, but I want to be off so I could go to class. That day is unavailable. We won't have to worry about that no more. Won't have to worry about that anymore. Go to Revelations 18:4.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 18 and verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, "Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues." Verse 5. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High hath remembered her iniquities. Verse 6. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her double according to her works. And the cup which she hath filled to her double.
That mean America gonna get double, man. America gonna get double of what they dealt to us. They gonna get double. They gonna get double the oppression. You understand? Double the destruction. Double the terror. The so-called oppressor thought he was doing something by burning those crosses in our yards in the South. He thought he was scaring us, man. But look at him now. Look at him now. Scared on every hand. Got opposition coming. The ops is on every. The ops is all the ones who he was in league with. All this big old melting pot coming down here to America. That's who the ops is now. The Asians is the ops. The Arabs is the ops. You understand? They bringing bombs and trying to they taking over airplanes, running them into the towers. You know what I'm saying? The Asians, the same ones that broke those broomsticks over our sisters' backs. Now they going in. Now they doing the mass shooting. They doing the mass shooting now. The ops is Hu Wang Chong. Now what you gonna do? Now what you gonna do when it's a Chinese restaurant in all the black communities? I mean, they over here. The hibachi grill is open all the time. Fu Wang Chu is now the terror shoot. He's the mass shooter now. Go figure. Salakia. You look. Kanye West should be the last thing on America's mind right now. You understand? Kyrie Irving should be the last thing America be thinking about right now. Not when you know what I'm saying. Some Dung Hoi is already done got the AR-15. Look, what you gonna do now, America? You gonna blame black people? It's the Asiatic black man now. You can't blame that on us. You cannot blame these mass shootings, and it was 2 committed by Asians. One was in such and such park or whatever. The other one was in which one did I pull up? In Montgomery Park or something. Just pull up recent mass shootings, and you will see that 2 of them were committed by Asians. 2 of them were committed by Asians, man. And one of them, 11 people were killed. And now you got to add in the Asians to the list of mass shooters.
And Salak, if I could.
Go ahead.
And you know, you would think that, you know, it'll be our people because we, you know, oppressed out our damn mind that wig out and go shoot every damn body. But it's other nations of people that live comfortably.
Right.
Live comfortably.
That's supposed to have it made here in America.
They just lash out, flip out, and go on a murder spree, literally for nothing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Somebody burnt the rice. Somebody burnt the rice. Somebody disrespected the sushi. You know what I'm saying? That sushi, they take pride in that sushi, man. You know what I'm saying? Like they got sushi masters, the ones that they go be training for years and years and years to form rice into little circles.
And Salak, if I could also say too, a year or so ago, it was a Asian man shot a little 5-year-old. Remember that?
Lie.
Shot the 5-year-old black kid because he was making a ruckus in the yard or something like that. You don't remember that?
I think I vaguely remember that. That you understand? You gotta understand what you're dealing with when you're dealing with these Asians, man. You understand? You dealing with mongoloidism. You dealing with somebody that's brain is like underdeveloped. It's like too much water on their brain or something like that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta look it up. you gotta look it up. Look up them symptoms, man, and you'll find out that the Asians that you know, and Jeremiah Hyman was bringing it out the other night. That it's propaganda that Asians are smart. Now they committing suicide when they don't live up to their expectation. You know what I'm saying? Like it's propaganda that Asians are smart, and that's why they start them when they 3. They drill them. You know what I'm saying? You ever wonder why the Asians are so strict? They won't allow their children to do anything. I mean, look at the gymnastics. They from the time they 2 years old, they is train. Oh, I must become the doctor. I must do it. I must, you know what I'm saying? Like, they parents put extreme pressure on them Asian kids because they trying to live up to a reputation that they can't. That they been forced into. They've been forced. We've been lied to that say that Asians can count and they good at math. Now they committing suicide because they finding out that they not good at math. They being pressured into doing what they doing. You understand? You're gonna read Salaki. Let's get back to the scriptures. Revelation, what is
comes the book of Revelation, chapter 18 and verse 6. Reward her even as she rewarded you and double unto her, double according to her works.
And what did America give us? What did America give us in return for us building a nation for America, for Americans? What did America reward us with? The civil rights movement, with hangings and lynchings and murders and unarmed shootings of unarmed black men. That's how we got repaid for all the labor that we did for America. How did America reward us for loving them no matter what? For taking the same road as Gandhi did. Loving them, not, as they committing violence against us, we protest non-violently. How did they reward us for that non-violent protest? They rewarded us with violence. They rewarded us with sicking dogs on us, turning fire hoses that's designed to put out building fires, turning those fire hoses on black skin, and water so powerful that it peeling black skin off your bones. That's what America rewarded us with, for being nonviolent in our protests and wanting to just come in the front door. Like how weird would it be for somebody to come to your house and come knock on the back door unless you specify it? Come around all the way around the front yard, come and knock on your back door. How weird would that be? Well, that's what we did to every white-owned business, all over America, not just in the South. The North is just as racist and prejudiced as the South is. You understand? And we did it. We went to the back door, got served at the back. We got our water from the dirty water fountain where it wasn't even kept up, and you got a clean, pristine white water fountain right beside it. You understand? We the ones that got we the Emmett Tills. They got lied on and said that we whistled at a white woman and got killed. Then later on, to come to find out, Emmett Till didn't even whistle at the white woman. The white woman just wanted a black boy to die. That's how we got rewarded, man. That's how America rewarded us. So now America, what you gonna do now? Now the shoe's on the other foot now. Now the rabbit got the gun now. You understand? Now the rabbit got the gun. Oh, that's like it. Now the Asian got the gun. Now, Shang Tun. Now he got the gun now. Now how you gonna blame it on black people now? You know what I'm saying? How you gonna blame it on black people now? And that's what the scripture said. Terror gonna be on every side. Make him rise to his feet. A Revelation said, reward her double, like she rewarded us. You understand? Go to Salakia. Anything you want to bring out of war?
Yeah, found that story too.
Which one is about the shooter?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
This is angry neighbor shoots 6-year-old boy in the arm for getting his bike from his yard. The 6-year-old boy was shot in the arm by an angry neighbor, Fox 2 Detroit reports.
And when was this? This was a couple years ago?
June the 9th, 2021.
This was last year, 2 years ago, 2021. This is June 9th of 2021, man. Go ahead.
Says Kobe, who lives in Michigan's Salenti Township.
Yeah, in Michigan, way up north, by the Great Lakes. Go ahead.
Was retrieving his bike from 29-year-old Ryan Lee Guyon's front yard when the man fired a bullet at
Ryan Lee. His American name was Ryan Lee Guin. Lee Gun. That's his Asian name. And that's what they need to say. Don't act like it's try to say Ryan, so to try to give him a general. No, he's an Asian. He was straight up Asian male. The boy's bike was in his yard. I guess hey, the boy left his bike in his yard. Hey, it's a yard. Probably houses probably so close together that the yard is what separates the two houses. Go ahead.
In an interview with the outlet, Kobe said Lee Nguyen initially tried to hit him with a sledgehammer.
Good night. 6 years old. Like, man, look here. The oppressor is these other nations too. They had a hand in it too, man. You think Chinese people love black folk? Man, look here. After you go in one Chinese food restaurant or one Asian hair store and they follow you around the store for 30 minutes while you trying to figure out whether you want the Yaki B number 7 or the pristine yak, you know what I'm saying? What kind of yak you want? They hurry up and buy. You understand? That's who the Asian is in the hair store where in our neighborhood. You understand? And we making them rich.
Right.
Making them rich. They selling us hair products, and they don't even know what curly hair mean. What Asian got curly hair, got kinky hair, got curls in their hair that need some kind of product that is for nappy hair or coarse hair or black people's hair. In that case, how the Asians become the foreword on black people's hair?
Right.
When they junk is thin and stringy. Do they even put stuff in their hair? Mousse. That's it. I ain't never seen that. They don't put nothing in their hair. Come on, man. How do they become the foreword on fried chicken?
Right.
How did the Asians become the foreword on fried chicken? I heard that during the Vietnam War, we were over there frying chicken and the Asians stole the recipe from us. Go figure. Right. We over there frying chicken, making it like home over there during the Vietnam War. We done fought in every war that America done been in. We done won every war for them. We over there trying to make it like home. We frying the chicken over there. Asians over there like, what are they doing? We end up giving them the recipe, and now Asians are the number one word on the wing. Now Asians is the wing experts now. Come on, keep reading.
In an interview with the outlet, Kobe said Lee Nguyen initially tried to hit him with a sledgehammer, but he was able to get away.
Wow.
Then a man grabbed a gun and began shooting at him, the little boy said. He tried hitting me with a sledgehammer, but that's not going to work because I'm too fast.
Little black boy was like, gotta be quicker than that. He's swinging a sledgehammer. Arigato. He's swinging a sledgehammer. I know it must have been aggravating the league wing. You know what I'm saying? It's because we can be aggravating at times. He was quick as a gunshot. He dodging the sledgehammer. Gotta be quicker than that. Ooh, ooh. You know how we do. Man, he got upset and said, oh, okay. All right. See if you faster than a speeding bullet. Boom. Started shoot. He said shooting.
God.
So he fired more than one shot. If that means he fired more than one shot or just fired one shot? If we find out he fired more than one shot, then big ups to this little 6-year-old boy, because I guess he must have been faster than a speeding bullet, because it took, well, you know, they waterhead babies. They probably can't shoot well either. So go ahead.
So then he got a gun and boom, shot me right here, he explained.
Okay.
A video of the incident was recorded by a neighboring home's Ring doorbell camera and showed Kobe and his friends riding their bikes on the sidewalk. At some point, the boy got off his bike and left it in front of Lee Nguyen's house. It was when he went to retrieve it that the man started shooting. His father, Arnold Daniels, said, I'm irate, really. He told Fox 2, I can't function and I don't know what to do. I'm scared for my family. I'm scared for them because I don't know what he's capable of.
And that's how we have to be here in America. We can't protect our families or we'll be the criminals. You understand? We can't stand up for ourselves because that makes us the aggressor. You understand? Like this place is not a place where you can find justice, man. There's no justice here in America. And there's where do you know what place do you know where a black man has, you know, has due process and a Christian a sellout Christian would try to make it seem like we get fair trials here in America. When go ahead.
Further on, it says they gave him a $10,000 bond after arresting him.
After they arrested him, after they arrest Lee Nguyen, they gave him 10 grand. He probably make 10 grand every week because he owned a Chinese food store. You understand? They gave him a $10,000 bond for shooting a kid. I mean, come on, man. I mean, what more do you have to say? You understand? Or what more do you have to do to know that this place is partial towards, you know, the other races? It's not partial towards us. Like if that was us, if that was a black man shooting an Asian kid, the police would have showed up with guns drawn, and if he would have tried to if he wouldn't have came you know, cooperatively, man, when they got hold of him, they probably would have stuck their knee straight on his head. They would have treated him like he was shooting at them. This place is wicked, man. This place has always been wicked. You understand? Go to Psalms 49:5.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 49 and verse 5. Wherefore should I fear in the days of evil? When the iniquity of my hills shall compass me about. Verse 6. They that trust in their wealth and boast themselves in the multitude of their riches. Verse 7. None of them can by any means redeem his brother, nor give to the Most High a ransom for him.
Right. None of these nations can repay to the Most High what they've done to his people, man. You understand? None of them can pay all these other nations with their riches. All these Asians with their $10,000 a week restaurants, they can't give enough back to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians for the Most High to forgive them for what they've done to us either, man. You understand? They can't escape the Most High's wrath either. Go ahead.
Verse 8. For the redemption of their soul is precious,
and
it ceaseth forever.
And the redemption of our soul is precious, man. You understand? Like we have to be the only way we're going to be compensated is by blood, man. It's the only way. Our redemption is precious. Go ahead.
Verse 9, that he should still live forever and not see corruption.
Yeah, these heathens are not going to live forever and not see what happened to us happen to them. You understand? They're not going to continue to survive and thrive in the earth while what they did to us is going to turn around. It's going to come full circle. You understand? Go ahead.
Verse 10. For he seeth that wise men die.
For he seeth That wise men, I mean, when it's talking about wise men, what it's saying is blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. It's seeing the Lord see us when we get murdered unjustly, sees us when we get persecuted unjustly. Go ahead.
Likewise, the fool and the brutish person perish.
The fool and the brutish, meaning the one that's brutal. You understand? He's so brutal, he'll shoot a kid.
Right.
They gonna perish, man. The Lord is gonna punish these heathens, man. You understand? Just and not only the oppressor, but all the heathens that had a hand in our oppression, the Lord is gonna punish them. Right. You understand? They're not gonna get away with it. And with that, clap it up. We gotta end the class right there. Turn the class over to Priest and Officer Cal.
This Isupk security announcements. We are the Isupk under Commandant General Yohana. Started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They're here to share themselves with the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After the 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers 18:21, Malachi 3:8-10, means 10th in the Hebrew. Mayasharah, 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocation.
Upcoming holy convocation, of course, is Purim. Purim is the 14th and 15th day of the 12th month. It's going to be Sunday, March the 5th, and Monday, March 6th. You can find that in Esther chapter 9, verse 20 through 31. And, of course, the 54th annual Passover, the Lord's Passover, is going to be Saturday, April 1st. The Raleigh Convention Center, that's 500 South Salisbury Street, Raleigh, North Carolina. If you want to find out more information on how to book your rooms and all that's going down that you know at the Passover, you can call area code 919-766-1318. It's going to be a large amount of events going down at the Passover, starting that Wednesday the 29th with the lamb slaughter. That Thursday is the 30th is the all black party. Friday, March 31st is the scripture breakdown class. And of course, a UPK performance after that. Saturday is the Passover, April 1st at sundown. You understand? And the second, of course, is the Feast of Unleavened Bread. So, hey, man, please join us for the 54th Lord's annual Passover, Most High's annual Passover, the 54th. If it ain't of the ISUPK, then it's not of the Lord. So whatever Passover you attending other than the 54th annual Passover of the ISUPK, it's not of the Lord, man. You understand? That's what the scriptures say, gather together. You understand? Not have your Passover in your own little hole or somewhere, you know, somewhere off away from the congregation, man. You understand? It's been commanded General Yohana order since years and years before that all camps come together, man. All schools come together. You understand? Obey the order and stop being what they call it, what you call it? A schism. That's what you are, man. And you understand? You causing division if you're not a part of the Lord's annual Passover, the 54th annual Passover. You're causing division. You're the reason why we can't come together, man. You understand? You're the reason. You understand all these different synonyms and acronyms: HOI, NOA, ABC, DDF, AOI, the BBC, the GOF, the FOPE, the FME, EGG, the Awakening of the Last Saints. What the hell? No wonder when the Christians look, they Christians run flooding out of the Christian church, and they learning that the real Jews are black, and then they come and see division. You bunch of Christians, man. You're a Christian if you forming your own group outside of the ISUPK. The ISUPK, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, is the home of the truth, man. Come home. Stop being a renegade child, like a runaway orphan, man. Come back home. Go ahead, brother.
If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black boot, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. And with that, Ahmadiyam, which means everybody stand in the Hebrew. Wapanya HaKodam, which means everybody turn and face the east. We're going to say the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanaw, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shemka, Yahweh, Malakufka, Taba'ah, Radzaka, Hayah, Aisha, Ba'arataza, Kawa, Hayah, Bashamayim, Nathanaw, Lakam, Kad, Yawam, Basalat Lanaw, Kabawaf Now, Kasalak Now, Kabawaf Yanaw, Wala'ah, Tabiyah Now, Banasaya Wam, Abal, Abashah Now, Mayan, Ra, Kaya, Laka, Amalaka, Waha'ala, Watapara, La'awalamya, Aman.
In the English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it.
Saw, which means to turn. Sisters get shod, which means to be seated. Men of Israel saw, which means to turn. Men of Israel get one courtesy salute to the teacher. Men of Israel by the Shabbat, Ahmadiyam, Barak, Yahweh Shem Yahshua Saw, which means to turn. Sisters Ahmadiyam, which means to stand. Men of Israel, we give one courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel by the Shabbat, Ahmadiyam, Barak, Yahweh Shemal Ta'ah Shem Yahshua. Yah Yamatah, class dismissed.